In order to give myself some motivation, I am going to critique and rate my setup as it is right now. This is my gaming room slash repair slash studio slash chill out room. First impressions as you walk in is it's a storage unit. We've got a random bookshelf with baking ingredients and books and God knows what else on there. I have my racking. It's got all my bits and bobs for repairing computers and laptops and consoles. We've got all my tools and stuff on there as well. And we've got the two big studio lights, that and that. And on the walls where I do my actual gaming, nothing. Just some disc plates. And then a big corner of cream. Not great, could be a lot better, and it's gonna be. I've already bought some things to upgrade it. Got some plants, I've got some acoustic panels down there. I've got some shelves, some pegboards, some accessories for the pegboards, and I still need to get some paint and have a general idea of what it is I'm gonna do. I'll come on to that later though. First, let's rate my setup. So this is my actual setup. Now, on the whole, I'm fairly happy with the desk, the PC, the peripherals, although I could do with a new keyboard. I've got plenty of space and I like the look of the desk. That's my two guitars there for playing Clone Hero. My only real issue is when you look at the room as a whole. It's very plain, it's very bare. There's nothing on the walls. There's nothing that feels too personal in it other than the disc plates. And it's just not got any flair to it. We've got my little creative desk here. This is where I do my writing, researching. It's not organized. It doesn't look inviting. And that's my biggest thing. It doesn't look personal. And it could just be so much better. And then on to the practical side. So this table here with the big box and the storage containers. It is a Linman tabletop 4 table legs, and whilst it's absolutely fine as a work desk and I've not had any issues with it, this second tabletop over the top of it was Em's. She wanted a space to sew and stuff like that, but she didn't end up using it, so I have claimed into the desktop and put it over the top because the one underneath is starting to bow. Practically, I think this is a little bit better. Everything that I basically need to repair computers is in this little section here. So I've got all my screws, tools, and then all my cables and stuff over there if I ever need them. And I've got my actual toolbox down there if I need to get heavy duty stuff out. There's a lot of things to change in this room, and there's a lot of ways that I can make this better. Lighting's a big one, because that's all the lighting I've got other than an RGB strip and the two big studio lights. So I think we need some better lighting and we need to utilize the space a little bit better. But how am I going to do that? Well, I'm glad you asked. Very glad you asked. The bookshelf, this bookshelf, which has got mainly baking ingredients on it, a few board games at the bottom. This is going. It's going to go in the dining room. We've got a little bit of space in there, and it will give me a little bit more space in here. I think this is going, because at the minute this is just a catch-all. Let's talk about the plans. There's a lot to plan. It's only a small room, really, but there's a lot that I want to do with it. The bookshelf is going. That's going to give me a little bit room towards the end of the room so I can push the racking further down, which will open this space up. I'm going to leave the writing desk where it is, but I'm going to make it a lot more pleasing to sit at. I'm going to put a shelf over the top so I can put little bits and bobs there, maybe a picture or two, a fake plant, just something that's going to make it more aesthetically pleasing. The little unit that you saw at the side that had the computer boxes on and some of my tools is going to move to the other side of the writing desk, so it'll be next to the racking. So I'll have all my tools and all my bits and bobs that I need, and then I'll have that little unit there for all of the excess and all the overflow. I think that will make the room look a lot better. The TV stand that's a catch-all that's got all the crap on it, I think that's going as well. I'm going to get something for the printer. It may just be a tiny little table next to my network tower, but I'm not sure yet. But I think that's going to go, and I think I'm going to find a better way to store the things that we've got in there so that when you walk in, you don't just see junk everywhere. it will be so much more pleasing to walk in and just see something that's nice straight off the bat. My only real worry in front of the door is going to be the racking. So if I can find or think of a way to make the racking look a bit better, whether it's painting it, covering it, something like that, maybe putting doors on it, I don't really know. I'm going to try and think of a way to make the racking look better so that as much as it's a practical space, because I need to repair computers and laptops here, I want it to be pleasing as well. I want it to look nice. The next thing, my worktops. Now, the worktop that's on top I'm keeping. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not bowing, not sagging, and we've only had it about 6 months. But what I am changing is the legs. These legs are not sturdy. They're just 4 bog standard legs. There's not enough weight from the tabletop on them to keep it properly sturdy. So I'm going to get some legs that are much more workbenchy legs. I want it so that if I'm doing something at this desk, it's not moving, it's not wobbling, it's not rattling. It's just nice and secure, and I don't have to worry. If that doesn't work, I may look at getting a proper solid wood desktop, but for now I'm making do with what I've got and trying to do this on the best budget that I can. Moves on to the next point, and the next one is the backdrop. This backdrop has been doing my head in for over 2 years. This room has had many different iterations and has changed a lot. There's been 2 computer desks in it at one point. There's been 1 huge computer desk in here that come all the way down past the radiator. It's been a lot. I've tried my best to make it look nice in here without actually putting anything on the walls, but I've come to the realization that is not possible. So the disc plates are coming down. I think wood paneling is going on that wall. I think they look really nice, and I think some nice dark wood up the back wall will look awesome. I'm planning on changing or doing little bits and bobs with lighting as well, but what that's going to look like, I'm not 100% sure yet. One of the biggest downfalls in this room is the lighting. We have 1 light in the middle with a very abrupt lampshade, and it's just not enough. I need more lighting in here, especially when I'm fixing something. Being able to see in the case is really important. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to decorate the walls. We'll paint the walls. I don't know what color yet. I'm thinking something light and vibrant, maybe white, maybe a very light grey, wood paneling on the back, and then it will be decorating the walls with furniture. So pegboards, shelves, things like that I'm going to put on the walls. One, it will help storage wise. There's a few bits and bobs that's either on my racking or on my little unit that could quite easily go on a pegboard and give me some additional room whilst making the room look more pleasing. One of the biggest issues I've got with this room at the minute is that it doesn't feel personal. I've got the disc plates on the wall, which is great, and they're games that I absolutely love. I mean, half of the 3 of the 6 are Final Fantasy 7. I love the original Final Fantasy 7 game. Then we've got Skyrim, Fallout, and I can't count because there's actually 4 Final Fantasy 7 ones. Once the room's painted, once the wood paneling is up and the shelves are up and the pegboard's up, I can then put little accents on the shelves and on the pegboards so it's more personal. My Warhammer that I've got left, I've sold all my Warhammer, but I've got a few models left over that I'm particularly proud of that I can put on one of the lack shelves. I'm going to hang my Guitar Hero guitars on the wall because I really like playing Clone Hero, and I've got the new Riffmaster guitar, which is awesome. I may do a review on that actually, because it's good, but it does have its issues, and yeah, I might do a review video on that, so I need to remember that's a good idea. Other than that, I think that's it. I think once we've got the wood paneling in and we've got some decent lighting in here and we've got things on the wall so it looks a little bit more used and a bit more homely and it doesn't just look a bit make do, I think the whole aesthetic in here will change, and I'm really looking forward to it. I cannot wait. So this is it. This is my motivation to sort this bloody room out. Me and Em have been talking about it for ages, but I'm going to give myself a time frame of a couple of months, and then this is going to be done. And this is going to be the before video. And hopefully in a couple of months' time, we'll have the after video, and I will be able to show you the upgraded setup and why it matters and why you should do something like this if you can. If you have the time, you have the money, and your gaming area is currently looking a little bit disheveled and it doesn't feel very personal, upgrade it. Stave off upgrading your PC. Does your PC really need an upgrade? Do you really need to upgrade from 4080 to a 5080? Probably not. Are you enjoying your space? Does your space look personal? Do you like sitting there? Is it ambient enough for you? Is it relaxing enough for you? If any of the answers to these are no, upgrade your room, upgrade your setup, make it personal. It's your hobby, you should enjoy it, and you should be sat in a place where you want to be sat, where you can enjoy being a sweaty gamer, or you can spend hours at a time video editing, which is great. That's it. I hope you liked the video, and I hopefully will have a video for you in a couple of months of this all being upgraded and looking nice. Hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Bye.